This video is going to help you a lot if you still struggle with your multiplication tables. Now, honestly, if you want to do really well in algebra or any math, you just have to have your multiplication tables down. If you're still going into a calculator for maybe double-digit numbers, that's a problem. Get to it, okay? And so maybe I'll do a video just on multiplication tables that'll help. But for right now, what I want to do is give you some help on the division that'll, well, help you out. Okay, so let's just talk a few numbers, okay? And I'll give you some little tips on how you can divide if that's something that you're still struggling with a bit. So any number that ends with a 0, you know 10 will go into it. 5 can go into it as well, also a 2. Okay, but let's just start with the 10s. Okay, so all this would be 6 times 10, this would be 5 times 10, and this would be 2 times 10. Okay, pretty easy. That's what happens when you get a 0. Now, if you have a number that ends with a 5, anything like this, what you're going to do is you're going to find out that 5 will go into these numbers. So this would be 7 times 5, and this, if you divide by 5, you're going to get an 11 times 5. Okay? So that's what you do with 0s and 5s. If a number ends in 2, sorry, I apologize. If you have an even number, that's what I meant to say. If you have an even number, 2 will always go into it, okay? So any even number you can divide by 2. Now, sometimes it can get a little tricky. So let's go, 72. Well, I know that it's even, so I know 2 will go into it, but how many times, okay? Well, you want to get to the point where you just know it's 36 is half of 72. But let's say you don't see that yet. I'm going to show you a little trick that I do that I think helps. Okay, a fraction sign just means divided by. How many times will 2 go into 7 without going over? The answer is 3, because 2 times 3 is 6, with how many left over? 1, and I'll put my 1 there. How many times will 2 go into 12? 6 times, so I get 36, okay? Let me do another one. Let's do one that's a little, I'll go over 100 just to make it kind of, a little different. There we go. And I just want to divide that by 2. Watch this. This will work with any single digit number. So this might be a quick way to help you do some, long division. How many times will 2 go into 3? Once, with 1 left over. Now I'm looking at 2 into 11. 2 goes into 11 5 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 15 7 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 19 8 times with 1 left over. 2 goes into 12 6 times. So that might be a really neat trick that you can use, and I'll even show you how to do it with some other numbers as well in a moment. But whenever you see a number that's even, you can divide by 2, okay? So we talked about the 0s, we talked about ending in 5s, we talked about ending in 2s. How about 9s, okay? Here's what you do for any double-digit number. I'm going to go 36. Let's go 81. Let's do, 54, okay? So when you have stuff like this, what you're going to notice, if the 2 digits add up to 9, 3 plus 6 is 9, 8 plus 1 is 9, 5 plus 4 is 9, it means they're divisible by 9. And the way you're going to do it is you're going to go, I know this is going to be 9 times something, because I just told you it's going to be 9 times something, but 9 times what? Well, memorize your multiplication tables. But if you haven't, this is 36, just go 1 more than the 3 and you're going to get 4. 81, go 1 higher than the 8 and you're going to get your 9. Go 1 higher than the 5 and you're going to get a 6. So that's one way to help. Do you guys know how to do your 9s? If not, give me 30 seconds to show you a little trick right here. Okay, I got my 10 fingers. Let me go from your perspective. 10, okay, so I'm going to times by 3. I'm going to start right here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put this down. Okay, 9 times 3, 27. So the finger you put down is the difference between the 10s and the 1s. Okay, so now let's go 9 times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 54. How about 9 times 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 63. Okay, so there's a little trick you can do with nines if you've never known how that works. Okay, now let's talk about threes. How do you know if something is divisible by 3? Well, the way you do that, just like the nines, add the digits up. If the digits end up being something that can divide by 3, the whole number will be divisible by 3. So let's just do this. Let's go 45. Will 3 go in the 45? Well, what's 4 plus 5? 9. Will 3 go in the 9? Yes. So I know 3 will go in the 45. So I'm going to do that trick I just did with the 2's. 3 goes in the 4 once with 1 left over. 3 goes in the 15 5 times. Bing, bam, boom. You are done. You have that. Let's do a nasty number. Let's go 6,000. Well, no, not a 6. It's not divisible by 3. Let's go 5,200. Oops. We don't need the commas. 1, see, 4. Okay? So, I know that I can divide by 2 because it ends in an even number. But let's go ahead and try to see if 3 will work. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Will 3 go into 12? Yes. So I know 3 will go into this number. So I'm going to try dividing this one by 3 using that trick that I just was showing you. Okay? So how many times will 3 go into 5 without going over? Once, with 2 left over this time. How many times will 3 go into 22? Well, 3 times 7 is 21, so it'll go 7 times with 1 left over. How many times will 3 go into 11? Well, it'll go in, 3 will go into 11 3 times with 2 left over. And how many times will 3 go into 24? It'll go in 8 times. Okay? So again, knowing your multiplication table, that's the solution for all of this. But if you're still getting there, you're still working, number 1, don't use a calculator. Just force yourself to learn, okay? And eventually you'll get there and life will be so much easier in math. But use some of these tricks. See if that helps you, especially with the single digit division. I think that'll help you go really far with this. Okay? So, I hope those tricks help you with division.